Tonight, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Play action. It's Goff. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. This one brought in by Jefferson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And the Vikings.
The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 8 catches, 105 yards.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Goff. No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of
12 more yards there and another first down. Goff throwing again. Finding Harris over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
To number 88.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's polished off by a Viking score.
Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
On first down, Pittman. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 26-yard line.
They run the counter. Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Pittman. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster.
Pittman.
A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Yannick Ngakoue on the tackle. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Off the play fake. Pittman. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On first down, Metcalf takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Ball carrier.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line.
38-yard line.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Man, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
They'll run on first down. Metcalf. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 11 now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Looking to throw. Pittman. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Smith catches left side. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Roughing the passer defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Cook. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. And throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Patriots take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
At the 21.
On second down, Metcalf gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
The ball carried by number 29. Yannick Ngakoue on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Vikings 7, Patriots 0.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Pittman. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
From the gun, Pittman. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
7-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Pittman. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
And sack.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Pittman. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins.
He's got daylight. The 40. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From the 6. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Pittman, and he will find his man on the end route, complete.
Schuster.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st down, Metcalf. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. From the gun, Pittman. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pittman. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Patriots send out their punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 20.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
85. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. To throw is Goff. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
A loss of 11 yards.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The Vikings send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
.4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd.
Operating from the gun. Pittman. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Metcalf. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1-yard line.
From the gun, Pittman. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards.
Operating from the gun, Pittman. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. From the gun, Pittman. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, but now it's third and goal.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Patriots 3.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues.
Makes it second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Minnesota.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Second and 10. Goff again. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Now a first down throw. Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. To the air again. Goff. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Goff on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
He'll find Metcalf. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing on first down. Pittman. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pittman. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Dalton Keene in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are back within a score. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
And his kick is good. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a New England touchdown. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. In the early window, lots of good matchups to choose from. We'll highlight the game in Detroit. A big one for the Lions, as they'll square off against the New York Jets. In the late afternoon games, all eyes will be on Las Vegas. A glitzy matchup there, where it'll be the Raiders taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And finally, Sunday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw on 2nd down. Pittman. The open man is Westbrook. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Off play action. Pittman going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is caught inside the 5. Big play there for New England. 49 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Pittman. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Patriots have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Goff. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Goff. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. And after the early struggles, we've seen the uptick in his numbers. Do you think maybe it was a meeting on the sideline to say, hey, get me the ball. I'm a key part of this offense.
Those guys don't wait to get to the sidelines. They say it in the huddle on every snap, get them the ball. But I think what happens is, similar to a great running back, have some patience, have some confidence, and just know that over the course of the game, your talents are going to win out. You're going to find a way to make plays, and I think that's what we're seeing here. He's finally figured out some things they're doing to him on defense, and he's adjusted accordingly.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Pittman. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Back to throw. Pittman. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage. Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter.
Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the 2nd level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the 2nd level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple of blocks. They look good doing it there. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Out of the gun. Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Craig. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
17, Vikings 14.
The captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's played well. Good 1st half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your court? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Metcalf. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Target.
Operating from the gun. Pittman. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the 3rd quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
We'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Goff. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
They had nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Gonzalez.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
And let's shift now to talking about the Patriots defense. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been at the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again? They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Goff now to throw. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Gone. Throw left side complete. It's Craig. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Play action. It's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And a look now at Goff as he remains down and shaken up apparently. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
14.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. On first down, Metcalf. Now give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Metcalf, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. That's a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, Metcalf. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
For the Patriots.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll run on first down. Metcalf. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's good for the Patriots.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
This is Pierman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Second and 14.
45.
From the gun, Pittman, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Pittman, left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half.
A 27-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Patriots 34, Vikings 14.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Now Goff. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
There's Goff. The open man is Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Goff throwing again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Craig. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that'll be incomplete.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
It's third down.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Again, Goff. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And that will cut this lead down to 13. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Pittman. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Pittman. Catch is made by Harry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Metcalf. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw on 3rd down. Pittman. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 1st down, Metcalf. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. They'll keep it on the ground. Metcalf. And a short gain down to about the 33. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were